everybody. Welcome to a brand new show, a brand new podcast that I like to call Inside My Mind, the Potcast. Ha ha, ha 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 ha. It's brought to you by OG Kush. Now you're probably wondering, wait, sponsored? Wait, you already have a sponsor? You just started your show. How do you already have a sponsor? Well, I don't. I don't have a sponsor, but when I say sponsored by or brought to you by OG Kush, what I'm saying is I am high off of OG Kush. That's just how it is. So basically, that's going to be the main concept of the show. The show is me high talking in a microphone, looking at a screen that looks like a teleprompter because that's how my mind works on weed. Because my thing is, when I start smoking the stuff, like my mind just starts racing with new ideas of shows, of skits, some parts of a song, and that's just what gets my brain going. So that's why I thought, what if I try to make a podcast, based on what I just smoked? Now, the show isn't going to be about weed. This isn't, it's not going to be all about weed. Weed will just be a main element of it, but it's not the whole thing. Basically, what I'll do on the podcast will be just talking, maybe telling some stories if I can think of any, if I can think of any, because I'm probably high right now. But no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That stereotype to me just seems very outdated. I mean, yeah, it is possible for people to get really, really stupid on weed, but like it's very rare and few in between. And it just depends on how you hit it, Like that's something that's been irking me. Like I'll see all these first timers thinking they're so cool, posting all those pictures of them smoking, and then it's like you didn't even do it right or whatever. I mean, I'm not really too pissed off that they posted the pictures in the first place because I actually posted some myself. Which, by the way, brings me to my next point. So a lot of people on social media were asking me, since when did you get into this stuff? When did you start smoking this stuff? Like, you went from being a Jesus freak to a pothead. Like, what happened? Now you take hits and you wonder to yourself, if two mind readers read minds, each other's minds, whose mind are they reading? Like, whoa, what happened? Well, I'll tell you this. By the time this podcast is over, you're going to hear about the first official time and the first time, which I will actually transition to. So, the first time I did it, I was about maybe 13 or 14 years old, somewhere around that range. And I was supposed to go perform at a show that I was not comfortable with at all, because of the fact that I, didn't consider myself a good dancer, at all at the time. I figured, man, I'm gonna suck. I don't know why I did this and that, and I was getting a little too nervous. So a friend of mine who, had these supplements over at his house. Now, some of my old friends from high school, I've told this story many times, and they're probably laughing at the word supplements. So, this guy had some supplements with him that I've had before, and they were really good. They helped me out a lot for a couple of, things and various whatevers. And I start taking, a sip of one of the lemonades that he gave me, that he put supplements in. But when I drank it, it kind of had that weed taste to it, because weed is so strong of a smell you could practically taste it. So I take a gulp of this, or I take a bit of a gulp, not a gulp, but a drink of it, and my face kind of winced, whoa, yeah, that's there's something in there, something ain't right, what's happening, what's going on. And my friend assured me, and he was like, "Oh, no, don't worry about it. It's normal. You just relax. I just put various different types of supplements in there, and that's why they look like that." So I was like, "All right, I'll trust you. So I drank the whole thing, and then kind of took a little nap, and then we went to the show. And I performed. I was very energetic. I was very huggy with people back in the days where you could hug somebody. And anyway, so I go and I do the show, and all of a sudden, about 2 hours after the show was over, I started feeling it. It immediately hit, because they're playing a presentation of bears being sold and flowers and all that. And so I'm watching this thing, and the camera movements are making me feel very dizzy. I don't know if the room is spinning. I don't know what's going on. So I'm flipping, I'm tripping out, and my friend kind of sees that, so he takes me outside. Like, we just go outside, and he just goes, "Hey, no worries. Like, don't freak out. But that weed you just had, yeah, that was a weed lemonade." And I don't remember what happened after that. Kind of like all memories of that. Like, I just passed out. I just remember I was like so scared and all that, and that's what happened. So there was that first time, but I think we're about the 5-minute mark, so I guess you know what that means. It's time to hear from okay, fine. We don't have a sponsor for this video, like I said before. However, there is somebody that I'm looking to sponsor this video. Hopefully, if these guys can see it in your hearts or whatever, please help a poor man like myself make it on this website. I mean, I want to keep posting on YouTube. I don't care, really what it does anymore. I just want to post videos because I know YouTube they'll be seen, and I know YouTube are gonna demonetize the video because I said weed and I'm talking about weed and a bunch of that stuff. So, whatever. Anywho, let's get on with the free commercial that I have for our hopefully future sponsor, the Daily High Club. Are you tired of this happening to you? Ah, shucks! I broke my bong again! Well, look no further than your local internet. Let me tell you about El Primo Box, a subscription for all your high needs. The features include the Daily High Club Session Vader's Bong. That's right, a bong! A premium 14mm male glass bowl, so that way you don't have to go to a smoke shop and figure out that it didn't fit. You can get a herb saver mini grinder and storage device, a Chilisalian 1 1/4 wide premium rolling papers, custom Daily High Club smoke rings, full-size clipper lighter, Royal Blunts 2-pack, double XL, organic hemp blunt wraps, Element rolling tips, Buddy's airtight tube, and a Daily High Club sticker set. All of this products, over $100 worth of products, for the low price of $29.99 a month. That's right, for $30 a month, you can get all your amazing products. Gee, thanks, mister. Now I can get high as Well, you go ahead, sport. Disclaimer, we don't actually sell this sorts of kits. You must be 21 or older to access the website. Thank you so much for that. So, yes, the Daily High Club, according to their website, Tommy Chong, Waka Flocka, Be Real, and like 250,000 other smokers love the Daily High Club products. So what are you waiting for and all that? But yeah, they got some really good products. They got some dab rigs, they got some bongs. A lot of stuff's on sale. But yeah, their subscription, if you just want to buy the box alone, that's going to be about $50. So yeah, think about that. So there's that. So Daily High Club, please, if you're listening to this, once again, please help us out. I need to get some money on this thing. So, let's answer the question once and for all. When did I actually start getting into weed? Well, it's a long story, but I'll keep it brief. About 4 months ago, I was going through a really, really depressive phase. I was just I felt lost. I felt anger, I felt sadness, I felt sick to my stomach, just a bunch of raw emotions in mine. And I went to go kick it with some friends of mine. And usually they would smoke weed and I wouldn't. I would just be like, you know what? Yeah, you guys do your thing. I'll just chill over here, be the only sober one, just, talking to you and all that stuff. So they started hitting, and they were doing pens, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll take it. I wanna take a hit. So my friends were like, really? I was like, yeah, let's do it. So the first weed that I did was the Forbidden Fruit cartridge. If anyone knows what that is, it's not really sure. I think it's indica. Yeah, it's an indica. I have it in my notes. I've been keeping a weed journal. So anyway, I took a blinker, and that was very intense for me because I started coughing like I was dying and all that stuff. And I couldn't like breathe. I couldn't do anything at the time. I was just like, ow, please help me. And then I started passing out. I was officially the guy on the couch from Half Baked. That was the kind of pothead I was at the time. But, you know, after doing this stuff for a bit, I've been experimenting all like summer essentially. So all summer long I was experimenting. I was smoking the stuff, writing down my notes, figuring out what this does, figuring out what that does. And I made a discovery about myself. I think a lot of first timers say that they prefer sativas over indicas. At least I thought so too, because when I first took the hit, my wrists felt like they had chains on them and they were like being dragged down. Like my body felt like it was made out of rubber because my elbow area like started sinking down, and I just felt like I was just drooping to the floor, and I couldn't move. Like it felt like somebody was on top of me, and I didn't like it. I was like, nope, screw that. No. Indicas can suck my dick. I don't want that. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I took sativas and I was like, oh, this is so much better. You know, I have a lot of energy and this and that. And then after I took a couple hits of sativas, I realized that was even worse, because when you get head high, I start spinning around in circles and I start feeling like I'm falling down all the goddamn time. So for me, it's definitely indicas and indica dominant hybrids. Maybe I'll take a sativa one. Maybe, but it has to be like a 30% sativa. Like a 60, nope, not a 60, 70-30 balance of sativa and indica. But that was an intense experience. I didn't really. I mean, the good thing was my friends are experts. Like they've been smoking this stuff since they were like, God, might as well have been smoking this stuff since they been pushed out the womb. That's how long it was. Sorry for that voice crack. Still going through puberty. I know. Can you imagine that? 21 years old, still going through puberty. Whatever. I'm still getting a little high. Actually, let me excuse the clank. That was something. Let me just take a hit real quick. I just want to get my thoughts together. Oh my God, weed. That's not gonna get your thoughts together. What are you, insane? That's good. That's really good. Would I leave that in? Should I leave that in? Maybe I'll put some, you know what? I'll put a sound effect throughout that entire thing. Is my video probably gonna get demonetized? Abso-freaking-lutely, no matter what I do to it. But, you know, that's YouTube for you. It's impossible to get paid on here because, they prioritized like big companies now, and it was no longer about the content creators anymore. It was just more like, you know, how many clicks can we get on this website, because we need more traffic, we need more ad rev, you know, whatever's, because, you know, the adpocalypse and all that. So that's understandable, I guess, but I don't know. They've been taking it way too far, way too many times, taking down decent videos that I loved to watch. Like, for example, there was this music video. If any of you have the time, look it up. It's called Daddy Don't Ever Die on a Friday, and it's a cartoon music video. It's a custom made music video. It's not the official one, but go check that one out if you have the time. Watch it on Weed. The song is amazing. I'm probably gonna sound like Jon Stewart or Joe Rogan. You know what? Let's do that. You ever try listening to music on Weed? But there's that. Let's go on to the final bit of this podcast before we get going. This is Weed Tips with yours truly. Hello, welcome to Weed Tips. So, you want to take a hit, and you're sick and tired of the coughs, and you're sick and tired of feeling dehydrated, and all of that jazz. Well, there's only one solution. hydrate yourself. Please drink some water before you take the hit. Drink some water after you take the hit. Drink some water in between taking hits. It doesn't matter. Please take a hit. Otherwise, you're going to waste it. My computer decided to turn off. I hope that doesn't ruin the project, because if it does, I'm going to be very mad. Hang on. We're facing technical difficulties. There we go. Okay, cool. It didn't do anything to harm it. Anyway, so yes, please hydrate yourselves. Do that, so that way you can continue to take hits. Well, with that being said, that's going to conclude this pilot episode of the Potcast. Inside My Mind, the Potcast. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you all come back next week. I will be posting these podcasts every Friday at noon, so be sure to tune in. And why 15 minutes? Because that's how long my highs last, and then I start getting sober again. Well, thank you for watching.